Hi YouTube, it's me, your favorite cute zoo panda, Panya! And today we are going to watch even more MoreParz. Now, this is probably gonna be the last time I do this since I already have uploaded 2 reaction videos to this content and it's starting to take over my channel. Ah! But I thought, you know what? 3 times the charm. And honestly, I just couldn't stop myself. His content is too good, you know? I have to keep watching it. I have to. Yeah. No self-control whatsoever. But that's okay. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started.
This bird is a vampire. Introduce.
Firebird. Oh my goodness. Wait, really? Does he drink blood? How does he do it? Does he have like 2 little fangs inside of the beak? Or does he put the beak in your neck twice so that you have 2 holes like a woodpecker, right? Maybe he's like a woodpecker and just and then woodpecks your neck open twice though, and then sucks out your blood. Maybe he needs a straw for that though. Maybe he has the fangs inside the beak. That's my bet.
The vampire groundfinch, native to the Galapagos Islands, and a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters and a mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking a feather pattern, I can bet.
That's not small. That is very big, actually.
It's described as a Minecraft dirt block, and as it turns out, the bastards that wrote Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
What do you mean it doesn't sparkle? Twilight light? Not on my watch. Okay, you can't hear this, but I'm cracking my knuckles right now. Well, they're not actually cracking, but I'm ready to fight, okay? I may not fight the gorilla or the mooding, but I will fight whoever wrote Twilight. How dare they not sparkle?
Another killer bell.
So if it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
you must bounce on it.
how does it qualify as a vampire?
Oh my goodness, yeah! Bounce on it, Tayo! This is so awesome! Oh man! I love that he just has some vtuber memes in here. Oh man.
Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the vampire finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands, and small islands means a far smaller amount of that food to go around. To the point where these finches can't rely on it as their sole source, which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just f*** off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly for shit. So, how do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This...
Wait, it's a flightless bird. Does that mean it's related to the kiwi? Full circle, guys. Full circle. Full f***ing circle, okay?
Don't laugh. Is the Nazca booby. Hey, stop giggling back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies... Stop giggling. Come to roost, the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline painless hole into one of the bird's flight feathers. Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns out, blood is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking from the same boobie. I'm sorry, I can't say that shit.
Oh no. I did not expect him to actually be able to say that. on YouTube, okay? That's funny. Oh my goodness. But that is also very freaking disgusting. And my second theory was correct. My second theory was so freaking correct. It's a freaking woodpecker and its wood chops the feather. It's just more brutal. That's okay. Brutality equals kind of cool. And also I am still very disgusted of having to see a woodpecker vampire birdie sucking blood from a booby. That's quite a sentence. Oh, that's the first time I've ever heard of this. That's crazy. There's so many animals that he covers that I have heard about at some point because what the f, right? But this one, like one of the biggest what the f I've never heard of. That's crazy. I'm glad that they keep to those little islands, and I'm also glad that they keep to drinking other birds' blood and not my blood. I appreciate. I never want to meet that bird though. It's a little scary. I may not be a bird, but you never know, right? Like, what if I do have two boobies? What if that woodpecker vampire would try to suck them? I mean the birds, obviously. Another bird. Okay, please be more friendly. Please don't suck blood out of boobies.
This bird is a serial killer.
Jesus
So it's boys. Okay. Never mind. Why did I even ask?
Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher. I really hate that name.
Introducing the Shrike, a group of feathery friends found all over the world, including the land down under. Now, at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, how could this sweet little guy be a vicious killer? I mean, he's so tiny. They only grow up to around 30 centimetres and cap their weight out at 90 grams. And on top of being about as threatening as a fucking teddy bear, look at their claws. A shrike trying to end anything with its talons is like trying to stab a hippopotamus to death with a fucking pool noodle. Listen to the thing, it sings like it's on American Idol. It's a songbird, a branch geek. You'd never heard a fly.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking onto you, Tweety.
You give me the fucking creeps, you know that, Dexter?
You may have everyone else fooled, but I know exactly what you are, because shrikes actually have another name.
Oh.
They're called fucking butcher birds. Yeah, that's right, the Dexter jokes actually had a fucking point. He said
Damn.
when the Bay Harbor butcher bird wants to hunt, they first start by selecting a target.
Tonight's the night.
Now, unlike Dexter, their code tells them they can eat whatever the f they want. Insects, mice, f me, even
lizard.
And once they pick their meal, they wait for the right moment and swoop on it. Now, while those claws might be fucking useless, they do have a signature weapon. That tiny hook on the end of their beak. And once they land on their victim, they slide that hook into its neck, perfectly slotting between their vertebrae and severing their fucking spinal cord. But converting their prey into a vegetable isn't enough. No. These sick fucks keep trophies. Once they have paralyzed their prey and shattered its spine, they will fly its corpse back to their larder, which is either a thorn bush or a fucking barbed wire fence. And once they get home, they fucking impale them.
Oh, that is screwed up.
They will then leave that corpse there for days, occasionally biting chunks out of it, eating it like leftovers from the fucking fridge. Dexter collected blood slides. These fuckers create kebabs.
Like a kebab. Oh no. Oh, that's nasty, dude. I don't think I can eat kebab anymore. Oh my goodness. It saddens me that it sounds very accurate. It is an animal corpse on a stick. Yeah. I feel like we can't judge the bird too much because humans seem to be a little worse than that, but damn, nature is brutal. Holy frick. Also, can we talk about how hot Dexter is? Thank you. I really had to make this point, okay? It's very important to me.
This crab is a boxer.
What's your name?
Agree! That's right, stepping into the ring at 0.15 grams and a huge 2.5 centimeters in length, It's the boxer crab! You see, while most crabs use their pinchers to feed and defend themselves, the boxer crab has instead elected to spec into CQC and throw f***ing hands. And despite their completely average and not at all small size, this f***er fights in the heavyweight division, able to punch out hundreds of times its size. But how does nature's little Mac win the fights? Well, that's pretty simple. He f***ing cheats. You see, those little pom-poms aren't a fashion choice. Those are both C and...
That's so true. I was thinking, like, he does not look like a boxer. He looks more like a cheerleader. This is so cute. What is that? Like, it looks like it's just something that's growing on him. It doesn't look like it's part of him. But even like the colors, just perfect Glee cheerleader colors. Simple as that. He's wearing the Glee uniform.
Those are both C and that the boxer crab holds in its claws to use as basically f***ing brass knuckles. Now, they get these anemones by finding other...
See? It's not part of him. It's an anemone.
Boxer crabs who have them, jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a f***ing WWE title belt. Now, if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like animals that, in order not to get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that sting, but you bet your ass that everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship, essentially becoming an aquatic venom, with the anemone getting some of the crab's food, and the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles. So, whenever a predator gets in the ring with Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then...
Mr. Squidward, I should kick your f***ing ass!
This crab!
That was so cool. Oh my goodness. I like this one. That's so cool. And cute as well. And fashionable. Oh my goodness. He just has it all.
Scientists just discovered a new fish. Looks fucking ridiculous.
He has a little beard. It's not looking that ridiculous. It's kind of cute. Kind of cute.
This is the bumpy snailfish, a freshly discovered species found off the coast of California.
Oh.
What makes this absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish, found at a depth of 3 kilometers.
Wait. But that means that if it usually lives in the deep sea, then in the deep sea, it may look different because the pressure is different. So you called it ridiculously looking, but maybe he's only looking like he has a lot of pimples on his face and just reached the teenage age of like 15 and was very unlucky. But maybe that's only because he's not in the deep sea, you know, because he's very obviously somewhere where there's light because they took a photo of him, which means that in the deep sea he must be much prettier. Yeah.
And I am here to tell you exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back, looked at it, realized exactly how fucking chopped it was, and punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where no...
That's mean! He's kind of cute! Man, I like it. I think it's a cute fish.
No one would ever see it again.
Be free!
However, thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today to take the...
Look at the little smile. This is a cutie patootie. And this time it's really a patootie because it looks like a 2-week-old potato that you forgot somewhere in the kitchen. But it's still cute because it has a very pretty smile. And very pretty blue eyes.
Piss out of.
Look at the top of his head.
I mean, fucking look at it. It is a profoundly unserious creature. I do not think a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes.
It's so cute. It doesn't need to have a thought. It's cute. That's enough.
Not to mention the fit on it. It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a smiley face coming in at
that's true.
a solid 3 inches
Still cute, so cute.
in length. Bumpy here is not the only species of snailfish. There's others that look like this. However, unlike his cousins, God deemed it so that this poor little would be built like a shaved testicle. The scientific term for a pair of these should be a sack. However,
That is very accurate. It does look like a testicle.
despite the fact that he looks like a sperm cell with a receding hairline, I love him. He's so cute. Look at that smile. That shit reminds me of Sackboy on the PS3. I know when they got his ass on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
Yes. That's probably exactly the voice that the push would have. Oh my god. See, he also says it's cute. It's really cute. It's a very cute shaved testicle. But again, it may look much cuter inside the deep sea with the different pressure. That maybe is like beauty. And compared to other deep sea fish that we have seen before, this one is actually kind of pretty and not scary looking.
I don't think you understand just how old sharks are.
We got a boomer.
See, I'm not just talking individual sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo, Jeff.
Good.
Your average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that special. I'm talking sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks are f***ing one-tricks. They have mained this class through every single balance adjustment Earth has thrown at them. From climate change to the Ice Age to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, when it comes to prehistoric shark species, most people think of the megalodon.
Yeah.
That big boy the size of a kaiju that was swimming around in the ocean around 26 million years ago. Which might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a f***ing zoomer. Go back around 250 million years to the early Triassic, before the literal dinosaurs, and you'll find Helicorpion, a shark with a f***ing buzzsaw for a mouth. 250 not far back enough for you? Go back around 300 million years, and you will find Adestus, the f***ing pog shark. And if that is still not
Taking a selfie. He's doing a duck face. Good put a Zuma girl with her Snapchat filter. Damn, that's adorable.
And if that is still not far back enough, you can go all the way back, right to the beginning, to the first recognizable shark, Goliotus problematicus, at 410 million years old. Sharks have existed for 4
Wait, is that the real name? Problematicus? Is he actually called Problematicus?
times longer than Saturn has had f***ing rings. The first tree only sprouted out of the ground 385 million years ago. That means that for 20
He is older than the day that God created plants? No f***ing way.
5 million years, Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this f***er chased Nemo.
Wow. I think I really don't understand. How much is that? Humans have existed for what, a few thousand years, right? Sharks have been there for 400 million years. That is insane. No fucking way. That's insane.
This is the world's oldest shark.
We got a boomer.
But how old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the
Wow.
Greenland shark. And this may come as a shock to you, but the Greenland shark is found in f***ing Greenland, man. And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a f***ing kaiju-sized 6 meters in length and a literal f***ing ton in weight, this senior citizen probably worked with Godzilla back in his day. But how senior is senior? Well, you might be expecting me to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right?
No, I'm imagining 1,000.
Or higher. No, not 200. Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
That's so much.
I don't think you understand how old that is. So
Okay, I was making a joke with 1,000. Half of that 500 years. And like growing old age. That's pretty nuts.
to put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500. Here is a list of things this has lived through.
Happy birthday, Bob! Happy birthday!
All 8 of King Henry's divorces, the invention of chocolate,
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan, the Boston Tea Party, the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States, the colonization of Australia, the Industrial Revolution, the invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity, the Titanic becoming a submarine, World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, the Vietnam War, the moon landing, and the invention of the internet. The first episode of SpongeBob. Schlatt's crimes in 99. 2001. The invasion of Iraq. The global financial crisis. The death of Harambe. Australia catching fire. The virus. And it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok.
And you know the craziest thing? He lived through all of that and missed every single event. I mean, if you would ask him, he probably doesn't remember any of those. Oh man, what a life. Just chilling for 500 years. Completely delusional of what is happening in the world. Because he doesn't need to care. And I think I'm simply jealous. What a life.
There is a competition in America where they vote on the fattest bear. That's right, lads. Fuck the Super Bowl.
I am hearing you type right now. No, I did not win it yet, okay? Stop writing mean stuff about me in the comments. I am not that fat. I'm rather skinny. Look at my little skinny legs. I mean, they're a little chubby, but I'm not fat enough. I would never win, okay? No. But your mama! Yeah. No, stop typing. Keep thinking the mean things. Do not type them out. I will see it and I will find you and I will vote for your mama on that, okay? Yeah.
I'm about to introduce you to the most important American sporting event of the year, Fat Bear Week. Hosted by the Katmai National Park and Preserve in Alaska every year from the 23rd to the 30th of September, the public watches as Winnie and Paddington fight it out to see who is the most absolute of units. And this year's highest calorie Kumamane has been crowned. But before that, how the f*** does Fat Bear Week work? Simple. See, the event is held in the lead up to hibernation season. All of these bears are at the peak of their bulk. Now, while it's running, the park allows the public to view live stream footage from all of their trail cams. These cameras capture all the park's brown bears, allowing us to observe Freddy's fat ass cousins like we just got a job at f***ing Fazbear Entertainment. Each bear caught on camera is assigned a number and occasionally a name. We, the people, then vote on the contestants day by day, pitting them against one another in a fucking single elimination tournament bracket, determining with our votes which bear most closely resembles a pyro commission until one bear is crowned the victor. Now, you may think this is just some silly little event, but no, over the years, there has been fucking voter fraud, a manhunt for a missing hiker, and one year the trail cams caught one contestant beating to death and eating another bear. But now, to answer the question you've all been waiting for, the winner of the 2025 Fat Bear Week is 32 Chunk, winning with a broken jaw. They named that f***er after the render distance you need to load in his entire body at once.
That is insane. God bless America.
Australia just found a new shark. And of course, being from the land down under, it's fucking weird. Introducing the brand new Western Australian lantern shark. As the name suggests, discovered by a team of scientists off the coast of Western Australia. Now, as with the overwhelming majority of weird shit in the ocean, the Ozempic shark here is found in the deep sea, sharing a postcode with the anglerfish, that one xenomorph shark, and now, despite the word
The long leg one. Cool.
shark making most people think of something a little closer in size to, I don't know, Bruce, Slenderman's fish sonar over here only grows up to 30
Long shark.
centimeters. This little guy shares a weight class with a fucking foot long. But I mean, honestly, I still personally think 30 centimeters is way too big. He could be just as good as the other sharks if he was, you know, let's just say 3 inches. However, other than being built like a fishy USB cable and owning a property in rock bottom, what makes him so weird? Simple. He fucking glows.
Throwing flashbang.
But fucking why? Well, you see, these bad boys are found in the twilight zone of the ocean, around 1.2 kilometers below the surface.
Wow.
A place so fucking far down, it sees less sunlight than the inside of a gacha addict's room. And so, lantern sharks evolved
Less sunlight than me? Well, that should be impossible.
bioluminescence on their gills and fins in order to fucking communicate with one another. The glow is the evolutionary equivalent of a fucking indicator, showing that a literal abyss shark is more intelligent than your average BMW driver.
It's a cute shark though. I like that it glows and blinks. That's very special. Very pretty. Also, I can imagine that it's probably not the most useful thing, to be honest. I mean, if you're in the very deep sea, where everything is very dark black, glowing may not be the most smartest thing you could do. But to each your own, you know, at least he's pretty.
This shrimp has a gun. No, this isn't a Fortnite skin. This is a real fucking animal, and it's called the pistol shrimp. Now, unsurprisingly, being named after a firearm, of course it's fucking native to the United States of America.
I was about to ask, is it American? Yes, it is, baby.
Where the fuck else do you think you were going to find it? However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe too. Now, coming in at a huge 2 inches, it is not the size of his body that makes him special, but the caliber of the big iron on his hip. Or should I say big claw? You see, that oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, you know, switch hands while doing homework.
Harry!
No, mate, that claw
Goodness.
is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea. So how does the claw become a gun? The answer is bubble. You see, these bad boys hunt smaller shrimp, and they start that hunt by jumping off the fucking battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, they line up the shot, take aim, and
What?
they snap their claws together so fucking fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble hotter than the surface of the sun. This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour. The bubble then connects with the smaller shrimp and fucking flashbangs it. This either kills it outright, or stuns it long enough to be consumed. Poor little fucker got quickscoped by Faye Shrimp.
I thought it was like the other shrimp thingy with the big punch that's like going close to it and then just like, you know, doing something. But I didn't know it would actually shoot and create ammunition out of thin air. Literal air, because it's a bubble, but it's hot. That is insane. How does nature create shit like that? And how is it created in freaking America? I mean, it has a gun. Maybe that's the answer. But like, this sounds more like an Australian kind of animal to me.
This pond is hiding something scary.
Wait, it's this cranberries. It's this cranberries. Is it about the cranberry spider? Oh.
No, not that. It's worse.
Okay, good.
You see, these are cranberries, a small red fruit used in
Knew
juice,
it.
sauces, and even alcohol.
Yeah.
However, unlike many fruits which grow in luscious green fields, cranberries grow in a fucking swamp.
Yeah.
However, sharing a postcode with Shrek
And they're as hollow as me.
doesn't exempt cranberries from pest control issues. But rather than dumping enough toxic chemicals on the cranberry bog to qualify it as a League of Legends lobby, cranberry farmers decided to use a more interesting form of pest control. Fucking wolf spiders. That's right, in order to prevent a horde of bugs from devouring these innocent cranberries, our brave hell spiders are deployed to the field to protect against the horde. Which works great. Until they flood the fields to harvest the cranberries, at which point the highly venomous wolf spiders start to look for the closest high point. And if you're picking the berries, that's you.
Yeah. I heard that apparently, like, when you apply to working there, this technically is hiding a job, and not gonna lie, and it's not a nice job to have. The first thing they apparently ask you is if you have arachnophobia, if you're scared of spiders at all, because you cannot be. Because I heard that apparently when you are in these fields collecting the cranberries, working your ass off, hundreds of these spiders will climb you. Now, usually they don't really hurt you, right? Unless you get scared and you like try to flip them off or whatever, and then they get scared and then they defend themselves, right? Because usually spiders are more scared of you than you are of them. However, they are better at defending themselves than you are, for sure. So yeah, not a job that I would want to have, I gotta be honest. That's kind of cool.
I want you to imagine you're cave diving. You turn a corner and see a spider web the size of the fucking wall. I regret to inform you that no, this is not fake. This is an actual photo.
Wait, isn't that... Oh, I saw that on TikTok. Isn't that this huge ass web that they found in some kind of cave where two different types of spiders have somehow started living together and had like a ton shit of their own colony babies? And it's two different species, but they're completely friendly with each other, just, you know, being roommates with their entire family trees, which have millions probably on them. I think something like that, right? It's kind of cool though. Look at this. Looks like I'm a spider, so what kind of cave?
From the inside of a cave on the Greek-Albanian border, where scientists have discovered the world's largest spider web, located in a portion of the cave crammed to the brim with sulfur that has quite literally never seen the light of God. This wall of white sticky stuff spans 1,100 square fucking feet. That is the size of a 2-bedroom fucking house. However, finding the average Australian home on the wall of a cave at Y11 brings up a far scarier question. What the fuck built it? Well, to the relief of many, no, we did not discover a giant spider lair. Nor is this the result of a single spider with creative mode and world edit. No, it's far fucking worse. Because this web is the arachnid equivalent of getting the boys on for a 2-week Minecraft phase. Because this web is a collaborative effort. It was built by 111,000 fucking spiders.
That's not that much. Okay, it's 110,000 too many. But it's not that much.
I want you to imagine.
It's not that much, is it? It's just 110,000 too many, but it's not much. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was right. I knew it.
That isn't a tree. It's a fucking bird.
Huh?
Introducing the tawny frogmouth, a species of bird found in the land down under, and Australia's very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim
Is it the dragon one that screams? Because he looks kind of like the dragon one that screams.
stealth build. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it. Yeah, you can. You can see that one. Did you see the one right fucking next to it?
Yes, actually, I saw this one and not the other one. For me, it was the other way around, to be honest. Because the feathers are sticking up, so I saw this one. And the eye is open a bit more, so this one I saw. The other one I did not at first.
Now, the important question is, why the fuck do these things have predator camo? Well, there's two reasons. First of all being, it's fucking Australia. You see, these bad boys are primarily nocturnal, staying on the move during the night and dive bombing unaware insects to meet their bulking goals. However, that means that during the day, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be safe, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or fucking drop kicked to death. Laying down in the wrong spot can turn a short nap into the forever sleep. So, in order to prevent themselves from becoming an item on a Snake's KFC order, these tactical chickens evolved the ghillie suit to basically allow them to fucking disappear.
So
Being
cool.
practically invisible allows them to unlock their second passive, fucking DoorDash.
Huh?
You see, these guys are so fucking good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators mistake them for Groot, but so does their prey. And so, whenever they take a nap, they just leave their mouths open a little bit. And whenever some poor ant just tries to walk his way to work, he instead DoorDashes himself directly into its fucking mouth.
Awesome. That is incredible. Freaking door dashing! I'm impressed, man. This is probably the world's best cosplayer ever. That's an insane bird. Love it. And it's cute as well. Like, it's really adorable. And this one looks like it's a papa bird and a baby bird. Or maybe it's a mama bird. Yeah, it's like a family. Or maybe it's like husband and wife. I don't know. It could also be brother and sister. I don't know. But it's really cute, actually. Man, so adorable. Plus, like, on this picture, of course, like, we can kind of see it because it's a picture. But in the wild, especially if I wouldn't be wearing my glasses right now, probably wouldn't see them.
Australia just found a new insect.
Uh-oh.
And in a certified Australia moment, it is unironically called the fucking Lucifer bee. Because of course we have the Satan bee.
Oh, I saw that on TikTok too. Oh, I don't know much about it, but I saw a picture of it. Also, what the f is this? Why is there a snake in the toilet? Okay, you know what? I don't judge. This is a very well-trained snake. This one actually goes to the potty and does not shit in your corner. I am impressed. This is a good snake. Yeah, well raised. Good parenting.
Snakes and the spiders and the f***ing dinosaurs weren't enough. No. Now I gotta dodge a rejected doom enemy on my walk to work. Discovered in the closest climate to hell on Earth, Western Australia, these bad boys were named after the Lord of Hell for two reasons. The first of which being the giant fucking demon horns bolted to their heads. Now, those horns aren't just there to look scary. They're actually a defensive mechanism to protect the demon bees from bigger predators. However, only the ladies of the species stay strapped, as the horns are only found on females. Meaning a more accurate name for these absolute girl bosses is the Karlak bee. But a pair of spirit Halloween horns can't be the only reason they're named after the devil, right? I mean, there's gotta be f***ing something else. Like, do they spit fire? Maybe they've got a pitchfork for a stinger that injects you with f***ing acid venom. The answer to that is, no. It's a normal f***ing honeybee. The actual reason is that lead researcher, Dr. Kit Prendergast, was watching the f***ing Netflix show.
Biggest cock I've ever seen.
And this isn't even the first time she's done something like this. She named another species after her pet dog. F***ing based.
That is very f***ing based. Being a researcher and finding new things and then just name them after whatever the f you want. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Like, don't give it your own name. Give it your dog's name. Give it the name of a freaking TV series. Let's go. This is incredible. But it's such a cute bee as well with devil horns. And of course, only for a woman. I mean, women are evil. We'd have your bad one, you know. Well, it looks cute. Cute little bee. That will be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it very much. Go leave a lot of love for MoreParz on his channel. Go subscribe, like, comment on his stuff. And if you like me and my content, then also please leave some love over here. And I will see you all next week. Bye bye.